Good morning, my angels. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome back to a brand new vlog. The rollers are in and we have got a very, very exciting day. Well, first of all, happy Sunday. I am up, very bright-eyed, extremely bushy-tailed. It is the most beautiful day. I was up at 6, walked the dogs, and the sunrise was honestly spine-tingling. It was absolutely breathtaking. You know when you look across the beautiful landscape and you've got the mist and the sun, it was genuinely spectacular. And today is super exciting because I'm literally just about to leave to head down to Danesfield House. As you know, it's super close to me. And today there is this incredible event with She's Electric and Genesis. Now, Genesis is on a mission to create a beautiful crafted car with a seamless luxury experience. So basically they are combining the perfect recipe between beauty and function. And to celebrate the partnership between Genesis and She's Electric, they've got a few different events going on at the most incredible hotels across the country. And today, they have an event at Danesfield House Hotel. And if you have followed me for a while, you will know that Danesfield Hotel holds such a special place in my heart because it's actually where Mark and I spent our wedding night. Oh, we've got a little plane flying over. So today we are heading down to Danesfield House. I'm really, really excited and I'm going to be putting these cars to the test. Not only do they need to look and feel so luxurious, the service needs to be impeccable. And do you know what? I'm really curious to understand more about electric cars. I have so many questions and you know what? We've heard so much about electric cars, but I'm just interested to hear a lot more about it and specifically the brand of Genesis itself. So that is what we're going to be doing today. There's also a panelist of industry leading experts. We've got a Q&A with Joe Elvin and Donna Ida. Now Donna is one of our close family friends. I absolutely adore her. If you don't know Donna, she is the Jean Queen and you need to know her. But anyway, the hair is just about to come out of the rollers. It's going to take me about 10 minutes to head down to Danesfield House Hotel. So let's go and have a glorious morning in this beautiful sunshine with Genesis and She's Electric. Holy smokes, it is chilly. It's 6 degrees, but it's one of those crisp, beautiful, bright blue skies. There is not a cloud up there. And I have gone with almost like a little bit of a winter white look today. We're sort of like combining the creams with the whites. And I've got my favorite coat of all time. I probably should have wore it, but I'm one of those that won't wear a coat in the car because when you get out, you are going to freeze. Anyway, heated steering wheel is on, heated seat is on. Let's go. I have just got here. The rollers are out. It is so special driving up the driveway. The outside of Danesfield House Hotel is just so beautiful and it brings back such gorgeous memories. It's also where George and Amal Clooney got married, and it is literally set in the heart of the Hambledon Valley. It's also set on the Thames. It is so, so beautiful. I've almost had to pick an outfit that was appropriate for the event this morning, and then we are heading straight off out for a gorgeous Sunday lunch. We are going to have the most gorgeous family Sunday. As I said in my last vlog, Mark's mother is staying with us, and actually Mark's brother has spontaneously decided to come and stay with us last night and tonight just to spend some time with his brother and his mother, which is just so lovely. So I've got a couple of hours here this morning, and then we are going to have the most gorgeous family Sunday together. But I have actually just spotted Donna going out on her test drive, and I cannot wait to see her. It's just going to be the most incredible morning, so let's go inside. Just walking in, let's go and take a little look around. Gosh, what a morning for it. Look at those blue skies and look at this incredible hotel. Gosh, absolutely beautiful. I'm all mic'd up, ready to rock and roll. We're going to do the test drive first, which is really, really exciting. We've got Julia with us, we've got the whole team with us. And I'm very excited to see this car and see how it drives. It's going to be amazing. The car is... So which car are we driving today? Ooh.
G70, I think.
The G70, navy, absolutely love it. Got the whole team here. We've got the cameras, radio team, and the photographer. This is very exciting. My favourite colour as well. Very classy. Navy with cream interior. It's doing well, and I've not even got into it yet. Absolutely beautiful. Here we go. Right, let's take this baby for a spin. I love the cream interior. It's almost like, I would say, Arctic white. And again, I always sort of thought with electric cars that when you got in them, they were a little bit spaceshipy. But this is just seamless. You have such a luxurious dashboard. And I also do quite like a chunky steering wheel. And there's not too many buttons going on. However, we do have to have a little think about how we're going to start this. So foot on the brake. Oh, I love this setup. Okay, so we've got the dashboard up here. So I think that this is where we're going to have most of our information. Oh wow, look at that. It's like a diamond. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so you've got the dials here, and then I believe this is how we're going to move. Oh wow, this is absolutely exceeded all of my expectations.
In what way? You're loving it?
I just really like the setup and the design. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, do we want some radio on? It's time to test this baby out. Right, okay, we're in drive. Do we have a parking? No, okay. Oh, it's gonna go. Oh, wow. It's so quiet. It's so quiet. Gosh, I love this steering wheel. And I also really, really like the fact that you've got the speed dial in front of you. I think with other electric cars, they're sort of over here, and it's sort of detracting from looking where you're going. Okay, here we go.
Smooth?
Very smooth. Gosh, it's so quiet, it's so soft. And again, the steering wheel is so nice to turn. Do we want to turn around? Just as absolutely beautiful. I also really like the design of the bonnet. You know, we're in a little bit, I presume this is an SUV, so we're going to 4x4, but I don't feel like I'm driving a big car. It's so nice to drive. Oh, look at this. Okay, well this makes things a lot easier. Right, okay, we've got quite a lot of cars going on back here, but with the camera, we've got cameras everywhere. Gosh, I wouldn't suggest this, but I don't even need to look in my mirrors. That is amazing. Look how clear it is. Wow, I love that. It does feel easy, and it's also a really, really nice size. One thing I would like to do, I'd like to see how it opens up, but obviously we can't do that on Danesfield House Hotel. But do you know what the top speed is? She's quick.
Yeah,
she's very quick. Nifty. Great to reverse. I love the size of it. And also I feel like I'm driving a super luxurious car. Like, this is absolutely stunning. I really, really like how they've used these sort of silver hardware. All the buttons here, absolutely gorgeous. Right, we're gonna do a bit of a jiggery pokery here. Let's put this car to the test in terms of, oh, sorry, the brakes are really soft. Okay. And we are going to, I can't even, that is one thing, I can't see that mirror, but there's nothing there because the camera's so good. Let's put it back where it was. That has made things so much easier. Let's tilt it a little bit. Where is that?
You look like a pro, Leonora. Are you quite a confident driver?
Yes. Yes, I have an Arctic license, so I can drive a horse truck, so it helps. But this is absolutely stunning, and I feel like, you know, obviously I can't see my left mirror, but the cameras are so good that you almost don't need your mirrors. It's absolutely beautiful, and I really, really like how they've designed this so that you can actually see, obviously, the speed that you're going, how much energy, obviously you've got your power, how much it's charged. Now I'm really intrigued to hear the torque, because I want to know what's the mile range of this, how far can we go before we have to charge?
Yeah, is that something that, have you had an electric car before?
No, I haven't. That's one thing that is sort of puts me off having an electric car, because I do a lot of miles, and I obviously don't want to be sat in a petrol station waiting hours for the car to charge. So I want to know, how quickly does it charge and how many miles does it do in the range? Because actually the test drive, I'm sold. It's absolutely beautiful, but I want to know how far we can go and how fast we can go.
You do like speed?
I do like speed. I do like speed. Obviously not past the national speed limit. We're a very good girl. We don't break the rules.
And how did it feel to drive as a driving experience? Did you feel like it hugged the, I don't know all those words people use, but like hugged the road and
hugged the road. I liked how I don't feel, have driven an electric car before, and I felt like it was quite wobbly going around the corners, whereas this, I felt like it's stuck to the ground, it's firm, but it's a really, really soft way of turning. The steering is absolutely beautiful, and even just looking at it, it's definitely a luxury car, so it's been gorgeous to drive.
You look, I have to say, really comfortable.
I am, I'm loving it. And also how they've done like the diamond padding on the back of the seats, it is really beautiful. I feel like they've really gone the extra mile with the interiors to sort of, when you get in, it just feels like this uber luxury item. It's almost like they've got little bits of jewellery, which I love.
So women can drive this car?
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. I could not have picked a more beautiful day. Look at those blue skies, the stunning Danesfield, and then the absolute masterpiece of this Genesis car. I cannot get over this steering wheel. It is stunning, and it's also really lovely to hold. I've just done the test drive, and it is so beautiful. It's extremely quiet, and it really sort of sticks to the ground. I definitely don't feel like I'm driving a boat. I can sometimes feel when you're driving an electric car, going around corners can be, I don't know, it sort of seems to sway from one side to the other, but this is really stuck to the ground. I'm really intrigued to see how fast it goes, and I also want to know the speed between 0 and 70. I could hang out in this car all day, but the talk is literally just about to start with Joe Elvin and Donna Ida. So let's jump out, let's get ourselves a cup of coffee and go and listen to this incredible talk.
so in awe of the fact I found it hard enough to come to the other side of the world like a bright-eyed 21-year-old idiot, not even thinking about anything that could possibly go wrong in this rather unfriendly city of London where I had £500. And I was just looking for a job. I wasn't looking to start my own business. How have you navigated that? What's kept you going? What do you think is the difference between you and somebody who let the dream die?
For me, it was always about, it was more frightening to not do what I wanted to do than to do what I wanted to do. So it was going to be really hard to start my own business, really hard to do all of the things that I wanted to do, but harder not to. Just sitting there, being bitter, frustrated, angry with myself that I hadn't done what I could have done. And so for me, there was no choice, absolutely no choice.
What has been the hardest lesson to learn?
That I should always listen to myself and no one else. I'm the only person who knows the right thing for me. Have confidence, have the courage of your own convictions. Whenever I have listened to other people, generally that's where I've gone wrong. So I will always know what is best for me and best for my business. And as long as I do that, and I know, and I'm never doubtful ever. If I just do what I know, what I want, what's right, I'm always okay.
I can imagine that for you, the car's a bit of a haven.
A massive haven. It's the only time I get to be on my own. And then I do listen to a lot of classical music in the car, which
that seems quite off-brand for you.
I know. So I get in the car and I all about the classical music, and then I get full tank of petrol, and this is leaving Devon.
See, we need to get you in an electric car.
I need to get an electric car.
What's your style perception? What are the perceptions that we need to break down in terms of whether or not electric cars are cool or not?
I mean, you're absolutely right, and I'm most primarily a user before I'm an ambassador, but I was a little hesitant jumping into the ambassadorship because I had the notion that the electric cars were a little bit too designed for the future that hasn't yet caught up with us. But Genesis has done it beautifully. But what I love is the interior, because it's sort of tech first, comfort first, before it's anything else, because it's such a new state-of-the-art, it's a pursuit, isn't it? So I personally love that, you spend most time inside the car and not outside the car, right? So you find that you feel more at home inside the technology, the new technology that seamlessly sort of fits in with your lifestyle, and then you hop out and you understand that it's sort of like how we need to change internally to appreciate whatever's outside. So the car kind of helps you do that as well in your sort of user experience journey.
Can I add as well, one other thing, myth about electric cars is that they're really boring to drive. If you're a traditional petrol head, I used to race cars, I sat on the female advisory board for Lamborghini. I love really fast supercars. But, and people think, electric cars, there's no noise, there's no revving of the engine, they're just quite dull. They're not. I don't know how many of you have test driven so far this morning, but there's this, the technical term for it is you get maximum torque from 0 revs. Because of the way that an electric car works, as soon as you put your foot down at a junction or the lights or a roundabout, you get all the power at once because the engine doesn't have to rev up. So they're extraordinarily quick off the line. The GV60 is insane. It's so fast, especially putting it in sports mode or something. And so they're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun for people who like sporty cars.
So I've just come to see the GV60 and I've noticed that the wing mirrors are completely different to a normal car. Would you mind talking us through
Absolutely, no worries. So this is a digital side mirror.
Okay.
So on here you have a camera and it projects what it sees here onto the screen on the inside.
God, that's incredible. Oh my goodness, it's actually so much clearer. When you think about wing mirrors, there's water, there's dirt, there's mist.
And you can adjust it when the car's on. You can just adjust that.
Adjust that to where
just
you need
like
to be able to see.
And
that would be so helpful for. I'm a bit naughty. Parking in London and curbs and curbing my lovely wheels. That would be so handy. And look at the inside. God, that is absolutely beautiful. So John's going to lock it twice.
I'm going to hold this button down here. Hopefully.
And there we go.
And now,
And it has just switched on. And you can literally use the key and this car is going to move without anybody in it. Oh my goodness. It is quite literally driving itself. So may I ask a question? Why would we need that feature?
question. So someone's parked too close to your car
Yeah.
and you just move it forward. So rather than having to go in through the passenger seat.
Oh wow!
So nice
I would not have thought of that, but how incredible.
If you've got a really tight space, you can just get my car in there and you can reverse it back. So I'll reverse it back into the space. And what I'll do is I'll act like a child and I'll walk around the back.
I love it. And it stops. The technology is just mind-blowing. And look at how beautiful this car is. So this is like an army forest green. In Genesis, what do you call this colour?
This is called Cardiff Green.
Cardiff green.
Cardiff Green, yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Gosh, the cream interior. Am I sold on an electric car? If it was by the look and the feel of the luxury experience, I would say yes. But I need to know that little bit more. So what is the range in terms of mileage on this car?
On this one is 321 miles.
Okay, 321 miles.
Yeah.
And how long does it take to get from 0 to 100?
In percentage battery, so the normal would go from 10 to 80, and that's 18 minutes.
18
minutes.
Okay, so it is quite fast charged.
Very fast, yeah.
And how quickly can you get from 0 to 60?
0 to 60, and this one's 7.5. In that one there, the Sport Plus, it's 4 seconds.
4 seconds?
Yeah.
That is
So that's
actually
just
quite
shy.
remarkable.
Just shy of 500 horsepower.
500 horsepower. So you've still got the power of one of those real sort of seriously powerful cars.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's electric and you're doing things that are better for the the
Yes.
planet.
So it's the same speed as the AMG C63S.
Gosh, so you know your cars.
Yes.
What an incredible morning it's been. Just to be amongst the most inspirational women, understanding Genesis, understanding the brand, the ethos, the why. And I have to be honest, when I was driving here today, I didn't know what to expect. When you talk about an electric vehicle, you're like, okay, yeah, it's a lot better for the planet, it's sustainable. But you know, I had so many questions about the charge, how quickly does it charge, what's the mileage, how fast you go from 0 to 60, and they've answered all of my questions. And really, I'm absolutely blown away. And then the second thing was, I didn't know what to expect of the inside of the car. I have been in an electric car before, and I felt like it was a bit of a spaceship. But this, you sit inside and you are in a world of luxury. So it has been such an educational and such an incredible Sunday morning with She's Electric and Genesis. Anyway, as you can see, I am just walking out. I'm heading back home to Marcus and the Poochies, his mother and his brother, to continue having the most glorious Sunday. We are heading to one of our local pubs today called the Flower Pot. It is literally right on the River Thames, and as you can see, it is absolutely glorious. So let's drive home through the Hambledon Valley and go to Sunday lunch. Just got home. Sorry about the lighting. That sun is just poking through those gorgeous trees. Do you know what? I've had the most heavenly drive home, and in all honesty, I've literally driven back in pure silence. I've just been thinking about how Genesis and She's Electric, they're just such an incredible partnership, and what they're doing is they're championing women, but they're also inspiring women to go electric. And now I really feel that we're literally on a tipping point between people who have already gone electric and people who are just clinging on. You know, I felt like a bit of a hypocrite driving to this event this morning in a Range Rover. But do you know what? I am actually looking for a car, and I have been looking at electric cars. And you know what? There were so many questions that I felt were unanswered. And going there this morning, I wanted to know what happens to the batteries once the car needs a new one. I wanted to know how fast it went from 0 to 60. I also wanted to know the mile range. And you all know my lifestyle. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. I'm driving a lot of miles during the week, and I don't want to be sat possibly late at night at a petrol station charging up my car. So it was really interesting to hear about the fast chargers, how chargers can now be incorporated into your home, how businesses can have charging points in the car parks, and how actually towns like Marlow Town Centre are trying to incorporate more charging points in the car parks and actually up the high street. So as I said, I feel like the world is at a bit of a tipping point between the car that they currently have, whether that is a diesel or a petrol, or whether they have a hybrid, or whether they have a fully electric car. And if you are thinking about it, I would highly recommend to go and test drive the Genesis. Go and see it for real life, get into it, feel that steering wheel. And trust me, if you are sort of umming and ahhing, when you go and see it, feel it and drive it for yourself, I feel like that is then going to make you 100% certain that you are going to go electric. Now, Genesis and She's Electric have partnered, so it's not just one event, which is so nice. I feel like I go to lots of events and I take you with me and I show you, but you're not actually able to experience them for yourself other than coming with me. But She's Electric and Genesis are running a series of events that you can go to. So they've got some in the Cotswolds, they've got London, they've got Grantley Hall, they've got all of these incredible hotels. So it's also just such a gorgeous day out. So I will leave all the details down below, and I'm really excited to say that I'm actually going to go and test drive the Genesis again. I really want to open it up, and yeah, the little petrol head that I am, I want to see how fast it goes. And unfortunately I wasn't able to do that whilst driving around the car park of Danesfield House Hotel. So anyway, I've just got home. I'm going to go inside and see Marg and his family, and of course the Poochies, and then we are going to head to the Flower Pot for Sunday lunch. I can't get over this weather. It is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm so sorry about this very random lighting. I've got leaves all over my face, but anyway, let's go and spend a gorgeous Sunday together. In the car on for veal, got Johnny and Scottish Grandma in the back. And we've got Marcus driving. As per. Well, I'm thinking I'm going to have to drive back.
Well, it's only right we should share the driving.
I love it. I always have to drive back and you drive there. That's not fair. 50-50. Anyway, we are now off to the pub to have a gorgeous Sunday roast. As I said, we always park down in Hambledon and we walk across the weir, and it's the most beautiful scenery. You can see the river, and we walk down to the pub and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm definitely fancying a big roasty. Feeling a roast chick or roast beef. They've also got roast pork on the menu as well. Wow. Oh, pork. Nothing better than that apple sauce and crackling. Oh, divine. Anyway, it's just the most gorgeous day here with the fam, just having the best Sunday. Da -da, da -da 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 -da. So we've parked the car in Hambledon, and this is the incredible weir. It's just absolutely beautiful. You can bring the dogs down here and just walk straight across the river. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? The swans, the blue skies, the sunshine, and those views. Oh, just heaven. We are on the sausage spotting. Two very beautiful people. Oh my goodness, I can't actually cope. Hi. 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 Oh my goodness, you're so scrumptious. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Oh my goodness. Hi. We have 4. We're sausage dog obsessed. We've got 4 sausage dogs. Call me absolutely crazy. I'm just obsessed with you. Oh my goodness, you're so gorgeous. Oh, big kisses. Big kisses. Here we go. We have arrived at the flower pot. Now this is a gorgeous little village called Aston, which is so pretty. The garden is full. There's beautiful weather. Gosh, gorgeous. We have just finished Sunday lunch. Oh my, I am absolutely stufferoonied. Gosh, it was so scrumptious. I went with the beef in the end, but I did actually have a side of crackling. Had horseradish, Yorkshire pudding, the full works. Oh, the collie cheese. Oh my goodness. I have to try it at home first just to ensure that I get the recipe right. But they basically used Parmesan, brie and mature cheddar, and then they had these like fried onions on the top of it. And oh, chef's kiss. It was absolutely scrumdiddlyocious. But it's just been the most gorgeous day, and look at this scenery. We'll do a full spin. You're making me dizzy. But anyway, we are now walking back to Hambledon. Gonna jump in the car, drive up to the house. I've got a little bit of work to do this afternoon, and then we're just gonna have a super chilled evening with the boys. We're gonna have a sofa Sunday evening with the saucies. Mark's brother is sadly going back to London tonight because he's got work tomorrow morning, and Anne is staying with us for the week, which is so exciting. So I'm sure you will see a little bit more of her. She's a little bit like Marcus. She doesn't like to be on camera that much, but he's getting used to it. Yeah? Wow. He's a YouTube sensation. What do we think? Everybody loves you. Yeah, not sure why, but anyway.